Christina said that I could come for the lab tour.
Okay. Hi, Tasha. Wait here just a moment and I'll call you in. Hi, Christina. Your niece Tasha's here to see you. Okay, I'll let her know. She'll be right out.
She said that my friends can come out too.
I hear you're studying genealogy in school.
Yeah, we are, but me and Edward came to see the mutated creatures they make here.
No mutated creatures here. We study what makes you tick. That other stuff is in the movies.
This is my Aunt Christina.
Hi, kids.
Hi, I'm Laura. Thanks for having us.
And I'm Elwood.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you.
So there's not one mutated creature here?
No, sorry. We study things that are already created.
See, I told you.
Oh,
But we have lots of interesting things here, just as any creature you've seen in the movies.
All right.
Okay, how about going up to the lab?
Okay, cool.
How long can you stay here? How long can you stay for?
I'm gonna stay here all night.
Oh, okay. Oh, how did you do on your homework assignment?
Great, I couldn't have done it without you.
Great. So what did you learn today?
Heredity, how you inherit the eye color, hair color, and height.
What about the rest of you? What did you learn?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So you want to learn more about heredity? Sure. Come on, let's go. Tasha, do you remember we briefly talked about heredity last time?
Yes, heredity is the passing of genes from one generation to the next through genes.
Right. Now also remember that genes are made up of DNA segments and DNA makes up chromosomes. Every person has 46 chromosomes in every cell nucleus, and you get 23 chromosomes from your father and 23 chromosomes from your mother. The unique combination of the 23 chromosomes from your mother and the 23 chromosomes from your father is what makes you different from everyone else in the world. One of your 23 pairs of chromosomes determines your sex. This pair is called the sex chromosomes. The other 22 pairs of chromosomes that are not the sex chromosomes are called autosomes. Here's a picture of a karyotype. Remember, a karyotype is a picture of the complete set of chromosomes. Here are the sex chromosomes. Notice one of the sex chromosomes is a long X and the other is a short Y. This means this is a karyotype of a male. Males have a long X chromosome and a short Y chromosome.
Hey man, we're both XY.
cool.
Wait, if they're XY, then what are we?
Well, if you have two long X chromosomes, then you are female. XY is male, XX is female. Now that we know what the sex chromosomes are, let's go back to autosomes. Autosomes are the other 22 pairs of chromosomes. Inheritance of genes on the autosomes is called autosomal inheritance. There are two kinds of autosomal inheritance. They are dominant and recessive. In dominant inheritance, although you may have two copies of the gene, you only need one copy of the gene to see the trait. Only one of your parents has to pass the gene to you. An example of dominant inheritance is Huntington's disease.
What is Huntington's disease?
Huntington's disease is rare and only one gene causes this disease. About 1 in 10,000 people have this disease. People who develop Huntington's disease are usually 30 years old or older and have problems controlling bodily movements. Their mental skills begin to decrease and they may develop depression or other mental health problems. In recessive inheritance, two copies of the genes are needed to see the trait. In other words, both parents need to pass the gene to you. An example of recessive inheritance is cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is an autosomal recessive inherited disease. Cystic fibrosis is also not common and is caused by a single gene. 1 in 4,500 people have this disease. People who have cystic fibrosis have problems with cells in the outer layer of their organs, such as the lungs and pancreas. This is very dangerous because people with cystic fibrosis may suffer from lung infections and cannot absorb nutrients from their foods. When a person has cystic fibrosis, both parents pass the cystic fibrosis gene on to them. In addition to traits being passed on through autosomes, some traits have been found to be caused by genes found on the sex chromosomes. One trait found on the X chromosome is red-green color blindness.
Red-green?
Red-green color blindness means that a person has a difficult time telling the colors red and green apart. Red-green color blindness is called an X-linked trait. It is passed on the X chromosome. Because of this, there are more affected males than affected females. Now remember, females have two X chromosomes and they are protected from having red-green colored blindness because they have a normal copy of the gene on their second X chromosome. But males are not protected because they have only one copy of the X chromosome. Their other sex chromosome is a Y chromosome. Although there are some traits and diseases that are caused by a single gene, most traits and diseases are caused by many genes. Red-green color blindness happens to be one trait that is caused by a single gene. But please realize that most traits are the result of a combination of many genes. Hair color, eye color, height, weight, and blood pressure are examples of traits that are a result of many genes. Today, thousands of scientists all over the world are working on the Human Genome Project. The goal of the Human Genome Project is to create a map of where each gene belongs on a chromosome. Mapping the human genome is important because knowing where certain genes are located will help scientists find treatments and cures for some diseases. Mapping the human genome is a lot like finding an amusement park from a map. For example, if I tell you there's this wonderful amusement park in the United States, it can be anywhere from California to North Dakota, to Michigan, to Washington, D.C., to Florida. Now, if I tell you that this wonderful amusement park in the United States is in the state of Texas, I narrow the search from 50 states to one state. And I can further narrow the search if I tell you that the Great Amusement Park is in Houston. Mapping the human genome actually began in 1911 when the gene responsible for red-green color blindness was found. This is a lot of material, so let's review and make sure all of you understand. Heredity is the passing of traits from one generation to the next. Every person has 46 chromosomes in every cell. Your unique set is made up of 23 from your mother and 23 from your father. One set of the 23 chromosomes is the sex chromosomes. If you have one long X chromosome and one short Y chromosome, you are male. If you have two long X chromosomes, you are female. Autosomes are the other 22 pairs of chromosomes. Autosomal inheritance means that the trait of interest is on one of the 22 pairs of chromosomes. In dominant inheritance, you only need one copy of the gene to see the trait. In recessive inheritance, you need two copies of the gene to see the trait. Red-green color blindness is an X-linked trait. Most traits and diseases are not caused by a single gene. Only a few traits and diseases are caused by a single gene.
Paul and Chris, that was great.
It sure helps to have good genes.
So, Tasha, what's your next homework assignment?
Our teacher wants us to put together a family tree with pictures and stuff like that.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. I have plenty of pictures at home if you need them.
I'll see what I have tonight and I'll let you know. Thanks, Ed Chris.
No problem. And all of you are welcome to stop by any time.
Hey, can we take a tour of the lab now?
Sure, let me show you around.
Okay.